Welcome to the Private Jet Flight Attendant Hub. I'm Amerika Young, and today we are going to talk about hotels. Do you get to pick your own hotel as a crew member, and do you have to pay for them? Also, do you get to keep any of your hotel points? If you're familiar with the airlines at all, you do not get to pick where you're staying. You don't pay for them, but you also do not get to keep any of your hotel points. So with private charter, let's talk number one. Do you get to pick where you stay? Other companies have different ways of doing things, but let me just tell you how things are done on my airplane. So in my company, there are several other airplanes that are managed by this company, and some of the smaller airplanes, dispatch just takes care of scheduling where they're gonna stay, what hotel it's gonna be, and they pay for them up front. For my aircraft, we get to pick where we want to stay. We do put them on our company credit card, so we do not pay for our hotels ever, and we do get to pick or keep our hotel points. Now, as far as picking where we stay, there are 3 pilots. I'm usually only flying with 2, and it's usually always me on the aircraft. So we've just come to an agreement that I'm the one who picks out where we get to stay. And for us, we stay at a lot of the same places over and over and over again. So we've kind of come to an agreement of, hey, these are our favorite places to stay in each of the cities that we go to. So then I'll go on to my Marriott app. There's Marriott, there's Hilton, there's a couple other programs, but we usually like to stay with the same type of company every time we stay somewhere. So for us, the 4 of us on this airplane, we're all Marriott people. So we do everything that we possibly can to stay in a Marriott. And now and then, like this trip that's coming up this next weekend, there weren't any fabulous Marriotts where we're staying. So there was a nicer Hilton, so we're gonna stay in a Hilton this weekend. But anyways, as far as picking a hotel, I will go on the app, pick 3 rooms and book it. And then when we get to the hotel, then I'll let each person put down their ID, put down their Marriott rewards number and their own company credit card. So we're able to expense everything from the hotel directly to that company credit card right away. Now, if we spend any kind of money at the hotel, say whether it's breakfast or we get something from the snack bar or from the actual bar, we need to put down our own credit card and cover our own expenses because our company does not cover any of that because we are paid per diem. So anything while we're at the hotel, we do have to pay for by ourselves. I do absolutely love being able to keep our own hotel points so that when I do personal travel of my own, I'm able to use those points and get free hotel rooms. Awesome. Now let's talk about if you are a contractor working for a company, and there can be 2 different options with this. As a contractor, that company can pay for your hotel right away. You can just check in with the other pilots or the other crew members and your hotel is paid for right then and there on their company credit card. There are other instances where as a contractor, you have to pay for your hotel on your own personal credit card. And I would suggest putting it on a credit card and not your debit card. You never know when you're going to get reimbursed for that hotel. So that's why I'd prefer to put it on a credit card, and hopefully they pay you within the next 30 days to be reimbursed for that hotel stay. So as a rule of thumb, whether somebody is paying for your hotel up front or if you are getting reimbursed for it, you should be able to keep your hotel points. Of course, there's always an exception to a rule. Some companies may book your hotel through something like Expedia or Orbitz or some other third-party site, and they don't give you any kind of hotel points, but it is always worth asking, hey, can I still get my hotel points from this? So as you can tell, there are all kinds of ways things can happen with hotels. Companies can pick the hotel that you're staying in. You might be able to pick the hotel you're staying in. Companies might pay for the hotel directly and up front, and sometimes you have to pay for it on your own and then get reimbursement. But my suggestion is when you're getting hired by companies or you're doing contract work for a company, be sure you know ahead of time which way it's going to be. And even if they say, hey, you need to pay for your hotel and then we'll reimburse you, it doesn't hurt to ask, hey, it's not something that I'm able to do at the moment. Are you guys able to just book and pay for my hotel up front? You don't know unless you ask, because that happened to me before. I had a really big trip. It was going to be over to Paris. I was going to have to pay for my airline and my hotel, schedule all that on my own and pay for it on my own, and then wait a whole month until I got reimbursed. So I said, you know what, guys, I'm not able to do this trip unless you were able to book all of this for me ahead of time. This way I don't have to worry about getting reimbursement. And the person dispatch was like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. We'll go ahead and take care of that. So even if somebody says you need to pay for something up front, always double check, hey, is this my only option? Can somebody else front this for me so that I'm able to do the trip and then just wait for my payment and not wait for reimbursement? I hope this has been helpful for you on the next time that you're looking to contract with somebody, or if you're just just looking to get into this industry in general. Have a great flight.